Hi, in this lesson you will learn 5 Korean prepositions that in English can be translated as to and from. In the last time, in particular, in the lesson number 16, you learned these 5 prepositions: 에서, 부터, 까지, and 으로. In English, these 5 prepositions also mean to and from, but they can be used only with inanimate objects. And for animate objects, such as human and animals, use 에게, 한테, 게, 에게서, and 한테서. So these 3 prepositions, 에게, 한테, and 게, mean exactly the same thing, but there is a slight difference among them in the usage. 에게 and 한테 are the most commonly used, but in some situations, when you want or have to show extra respect to someone, use the preposition 게 instead. And the only difference between 에게 and 한테 is that 한테 is more colloquial, which means 한테 is used more in spoken Korean rather than in books or newspapers. In spoken Korean language, you can use both 에게 and 한테, but in books and newspapers, 에게 is generally used. Let's take a look at how you can use these prepositions. Teacher Kim gave a pencil to a student. Pause the video and see if you can translate these 3 sentences into Korean. Just try, okay? So, 김 선생님은 학생에게 연필을 주었습니다. Or you can also say 김 선생님은 연필을 학생에게 주었습니다. However, this sentence, when you put an object before a verb 줬습니다, sounds more natural. So we say 학생에게 to a student. You can also say 김 선생님은 학생한테 연필을 줬습니다. The first and the second sentence are semantically absolutely equal. In the spoken Korean, use whichever you like, and when you write an article or an essay, try to use 에게 instead of 한테. The third example says a student gave a pencil to teacher Kim. 학생이 김 선생님께 연필을 주었습니다. Here you can say 선생님에게 or 선생님한테. It also would be correct, but when you want to show or have to show some respect to a person, you can use the preposition 게 instead of 에게 or 한테. Here are 3 more examples. Pause the video and try to translate them. Okay, 이 회장님이 김 비서에게 말했습니다. 이 회장님이 김 비서한테 말했습니다. And 김 비서가 이 회장님께 말했습니다. I hope you clearly understand now how you can use these 3 prepositions. Let's learn 2 other prepositions that are opposite to what we have learned just before. They are 에게서 and 한테서, which means from. The only difference between these 2 prepositions is that 한테서 is more colloquial. And unlike 에게 and 한테, 에게서 and 한테서 don't have a polite version like 게. Now you know how to say in Korean, Teacher Kim gave a pencil to a student. And how would you say a student got or received a pencil from the teacher Kim? Pause the video and try to translate these 2 sentences for yourself. 학생이 김 선생님에게서 or 김 선생님한테서 연필을 받았습니다. Here is your homework. If you watched all my previous lessons, you should be able to solve this assignment. I'm not going to give you the solution in this lesson, but I will show you what lessons you need to watch to be able to translate these sentences. Accusative case and the past tense. Here as well, you need to know accusative case and the past tense. The preposition on, time and days of the week, and the future tense. And here you need to know the accusative case, adverb also, the plural form, and the past tense. And here you need to know the accusative case, could not do something, and the past tense. Please don't skip this assignment. If you really want to learn Korean, I suggest you to try to translate them. You're probably going to have lots of mistakes, but that's totally fine. This is how we learn. And if you want me to check your homework, write down your solution in the comment section. Also, if you want, you can try to do another assignment. Try to translate these sentences from Korean to English. Leave your answers in the comment section. Let me read these sentences for you. But first, try to read them for yourself. Number 1. 오늘은 1월 15일입니다. 토요일입니다. Number 2. 오늘은 제가 학교에 가지 않습니다. Number 3. 어제도 학교에 못 갔습니다. 바빴습니다. Number 4. 집에서 오후 2시부터 영어를 공부합니다. Number 5. 내일은 친구 집에 가겠습니다. Number 6. 제 친구는 한 달 전에 페루에서 왔습니다. Number 7. 제 친구의 이름은 호안입니다. And number 8. 호안은 한국어를 못합니다. If you watched all the previous lessons and learned new vocabulary, which I give at the end of each lesson, you should be able to solve this assignment without much difficulty. In the next lesson, you will learn how to make questions using question words. So please get prepared and learn these new words in advance.